If I could implement one wish that would accelerate the energy transition, it would be to implement strategic focus groups that are composed of all the important stakeholders in a local community. So, for example, if a local community is working on a specific energy project, they would bring together the government officials, the indigenous peoples of the land. They would also bring in environmentalists, scientists, engineers, locals in the area, engineering students or undergraduate students from different areas. And the purpose would be to bring all these people together to discuss any concerns or opportunities when it comes to this specific project. And I would have them being brought in from the beginning of the project, from the very beginning, so that they're able to raise any issues that you can avoid down the line. And since this is a wish that I personally have, I would also give them the opportunity to have a decision making power so that when a project is being implemented, all of these different stakeholders are being taken into consideration. And I think that for the energy transition to be as successful as possible, we need to bring all our minds together and be respectful when it comes to sharing our ideas and putting weight onto the words that we're saying as well. So that's the wish that I would have implemented.
And of course, the with my background in utility scale, solar but it kind of also counts for residential. That's that battle with the incumbent IPPs, the independent power producers, of them having to let go of their rate base, and that's the biggest struggle I see that we're gonna have to deal with, and in particularly obviously the stranded asset scenario, but we are somewhat already tackling that one as we have gone through the last 4 years. But yeah, we need everybody on board.
So one thing I'd really like to see emphasized more in the energy transition is our individual contributions and impacts on it. I think everybody that uses energy, and everybody does use energy, every transaction is at its base level an energy transaction. Our whole society is based on energy. So we do need to take individual responsibility for our actions. How do we use energy? And do we fully value the energy that we use? And what can we do to waste less energy? We become very used to cheap, plentiful energy to the point that I think we waste a lot of it. I still need to be convinced otherwise than I think we could cut emissions in half today with existing technology by changing our behavior. I'd like to see more emphasis placed on individual responsibility for the energy we use, such that we can maintain our society and lifestyle without the unintended consequences, as opposed to saying it's governments, it's corporations, it's some large amorphous other that's going to solve this.